What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 53rd episode of the Boundless Business Podcast. As always, it's the amazing Justine, Larissa, and Nico. Team, good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
It's, this is the last pod that we have in January. Like, how crazy is that?
This month has gone by so fast. It's crazy that it's like almost over.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like blink and it's done. So it's definitely I feel like this foreshadows the rest of the year, like where it's just gonna be fast moving and a lot of fun things coming up. So Justine, what are we talking about today?
Today, we're talking about how to create an effective offer that businesses can use in their marketing efforts. So, in like ads and email and stuff. So, different aspects that go into creating that offer, the steps it takes, and just our advice. So, where would you like to start with this?
Yeah, so I'll be candid, we're not original. We're not the creator of like why you need a good offer. It's something that's been in the mainstream for the last 3-4 years, but wasn't really popularized until last year with Alex Hormozy releasing like the $100 million offer. That's really where it took off. And the basic premise is like most consumers, whether B2B or B2C, they don't really care about what you do. They care about the outcome that what you can provide, right? So like they don't care if you're the best gym in the world. They care that they will lose 10 pounds in 6 weeks. Like that's the outcome is what they care about. And the offer is a statement or statements that help guide a person from not really knowing what you do and how you can solve their problems to illustrating what that is. So an offer really like is just what I usually call the cornerstone statement of a campaign. It's like, why should I, as a consumer, right? Who am I, right? Am I a a CEO? Am I a landscaping company? It doesn't like really matter. Like, who am I, and what can you do to better help me? Because if you can't convey that in a message, then listen, I'm busy. I don't want to spend time figuring out how you can help solve my problem. I want you to tell me exactly how you can help and what the steps are to getting me there. So that's really what the basic premises often offer. There's a lot of components, and Justine, I know you had a couple of notes on that. So if I miss something, you let me know. But really, for me, like an offer really just boils down to like who is that person. So calling out that person, and then uh, the pure desired outcome. That's like the basis of it. So, you know, we help working professionals lose 10 pounds in 6 weeks, guaranteed, right? Or your money back, or something like that, right? So, like, if we deconstruct that sentence, you call out the niche, what they get, and then there's always a risk removal that you want to add in there, right? And there's other factors, but those are the like 3 to 4 main components that we want to make sure that we hit. So, there's just any questions or anything or comments before we kind of go into building offers, samples, and stuff like that.
Mm, I mean, the only thing is like, don't forget your other core aspects of marketing, right? Like, as we're thinking about the offer, make sure you're thinking about who is this offer for, and that thought should really be at the forefront. I can make an amazing offer, but if it's not geared towards the people who are actually going to be buying it, then it's not actually that good of an offer. So that's just the only thing I guess I would preface this by saying. Like, really know your niche, really know who it is that you're targeting, and like who you're trying to make this offer extra attractive to.
Yeah, absolutely. And this doesn't take away from like where you should communicate with people and all that fun stuff. Like the premise, this is just a part of your overall marketing strategy. So really like I think you guys know me. I like to go off the cuff. So if you guys want to give me a company or like an industry and what they provide, like what like give me the service and I'll build like an offer for that.
Do like a nail salon.
Okay. Awesome. Justine, what's the offer? Oh, what's like does the nail salon want like more repeat buyers? Do want to sell like higher ticket stuff? Like what do they want?
Let's do higher ticket services.
Okay, cool. So I know nothing about nail salons, but I'm assuming that like there's different levels of like, manis and pedis and like if you gloss versus like have gloss versus acrylics and stuff like that. I don't know, Justine, am I like way off on what nails like my breakdown on nails?
That's like somewhat right. I feel like a good ticket service is like a mani and pedi combo, because that usually costs a little bit more.
Yeah, or like acrylics or like dip with gel on it. Those
Okay.
are like higher ticket services. To get like a full set of nails done from like an actual like artist is really expensive.
Okay.
It can be like a couple $100s.
Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. So, like, if I were to build so most of us are in Phoenix, so I'm going to say Scottsdale because tends to be skewer higher in the income bracket, right? So I'd say, like my offer would be, hey, Scottsdale ladies, what is so in Phoenix, like the Super Bowl is going to happen, right? So like again, I don't know if this niche goes to this, but we're gonna run with it because I've already committed to Super Bowl. I learned that's in 2 weeks here, so I'm a fake fan. But I would say, hey, Scott said, ladies, like, uh, I would make it FOMO because like everything's gonna book up right when everyone's here, right? So like, reserve your spot for or hey, Scott said, ladies, 9 spots left or 11 spots left, whatever number we want to pick, for our touchdown special, where we're doing both mani pedis plus like I don't know if people do like massages at nail salons
A
either,
lot of
or
them have like med spas as like a part of the services they offer. So yeah.
perfect. Um, plus free, 10-minute back massage or free massage with each purchase. Might not have been the best offer, but basically calling out the niche, right? Scottsdale ladies. And when I do targeting, whether it's email or LinkedIn, it doesn't really, or ads, I'm doing 30 to 35 plus. And then again, made it contextual because Super Bowl is coming up, right? Made FOMO. There's only like 9 to 11 spots left for the Super Bowl touchdown offer. Um, we're booking out fast. There's going to be no availability Super Bowl weekend or the week leading up to Super Bowl. We didn't add that, but let's add that in. Plus, there's the offer, the actual like core offers, like mani pedi. For any mani pedi purchased, you get free massage, right? And we can add how much value that is. Maybe it's 30, $60, whatever we want to say there. But that's the basis of it. So I don't think I did the best. I would give myself like a C plus, but what do you guys think so
We
far?
did give you an industry you know nothing about, which maybe was a fault of ours.
I wouldn't. Yeah, you know what? We went with it, but I mean, Larsa, you've seen offers before. What would you rate this, or how would you change it?
Um, I mean, okay, so how I would change it is I don't really think they probably care that much about the Super Bowl, but even if you wanted to use that as like a way to make it timely, I think it's beneficial. Um, especially because you're right, like it is here and like people are gonna like go get done up. I don't think they care about the game itself, but the pageantry around it, sure. Um, so yes, the Super Bowl's fine. The FOMO piece is fine. Your pricing's a little off, but other than that, I think you're okay. Um, in terms of like the bonus stacks you're offering, I mean, a bonus massage, that's a great massage, but it's way more than the $50 value. Massage is expensive too. It's like $100 for a massage for like an hour. So,
Great,
and it's $100 value instead of $50 or whatever it is you said.
great. I'll take it. Cool. Well, that's a hard one. Let's keep going. Let's pick something that's in the home services niche because we've done a lot of work in building offers there. It doesn't have to be the ones we're used to, but Justine, throw me out something in home services.
Well, right now it's currently snowing where I am, so I feel like snow shoveling services because I hate
Snow
shoveling
removal.
snow.
Love that.
Yeah, so let's go with snow removal.
Cool. Well, Larissa, uh, any factors you want to throw in? I already have a couple ideas, but anything you want to throw in to throw a curveball my way, or you want me to run with that?
The curveball I'm gonna throw your way is no salt involved in the snow removal. No salt.
Can I
Must
do
all be
salt?
eco-friendly. That
What?
will not disrupt the local environment by
Okay.
dumping salt all over it.
Okay, damn, that was
You told me to throw you a curveball.
no,
There you
no, no,
go.
no.
I just watched an in-depth video on the intricacies of snow removal.
Okay, so 100% threw a wrench in it, but we're running with it. So I would do Justine, what city are you in?
I'm in Pocatello.
Pocatello. Okay, so hey Pocatello. I don't want to say adults. I would just say hey Pocatello. Are you tired of, I wouldn't say freezing your butt off, but are you tired of, I want to call the pain point out. Tired of like
Pain point is probably like it's like back-breaking labor to shovel
Sure.
your own driveway.
Are you tired of falling on your face every time you shovel the snow? Okay, Justine's nodding, so maybe we're on to something there. We have a subscription snow removal service where we do a weekly snow removal. So salting's bad. So for eco-friendly snow removals plus one free emergency request with payment of the full subscription. Like I'm not saying it right, but hey Pocatello, you're tired of falling on your face every time you there's a little bit of snow or there's snow. We're offering the next 20 homeowners or renters or whatever we want to say a buy four get one free snow removal, eco-friendly snow removal, plus I don't know what else you would do in snow removal. Plus
I would say like car snow removal, like we'll come over and take the snow off your car.
Yeah, like car snow removal or like de-icing your
De-icing,
windshield.
yeah.
Plus de-icing on two
or
visits.
front steps, like de-icing front steps.
Okay, yeah. Plus, yeah. So my bonus that basically the offers will remove snow on a subscription basis 4 times. Plus, you'll get one for emergency use. Plus, we'll defrost your steps.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I feel like
I like that.
I feel like you're holding back, Larissa. I just looked at your face and I was like, you're holding back.
What's
I
the
think.
price?
It's great. So full payment, right? If you want to pay individually, it is.
So if you pay for, let's say, the whole season, the whole like I don't know, November to February.
Oh yeah, but I'm just doing it on a monthly basis. So, that's a little pricey. So it would be, it's $50 per visit, or if you pay full, right? So which comes out to $200. But if you pay full, it's $170.
Justine, me and Nico live in Phoenix. Is it worth it?
I feel like I would probably pay that, yeah. So that I don't have to go outside and do it myself. And if it was easy to sign up, like from wherever I'm seeing the ad, like how easy would it be?
It was just instant sign up, and we'd be there in like a minute, Justine, just for you, though. just for you. Cool. Oh, that's the start of it. Like I said, not my best work, but you guys are. I like how you guys are throwing like curveballs. Like I did ask for curveballs.
You asked for it to be challenging.
Oh, 100%. I was like, I don't want it easy. Like, get out of here. But
So let's break down what happened there, right? Let's break down like what is kind of the anatomy of an offer, Nico. What is the first thing you think of when trying to craft an offer like this? In both of these instances, the opening line was, like, hey, Scottsdale, or hey, Pocatello, or whatever, like making it much more geographically based. That's what we're using in this office. Would you have to do that in all of them?
I would, because you want to make it contextual. It's the same thing as like if Justine sees someone in Pocatello wearing an ASU sweatshirt, instantly, even if she doesn't know them, she's going to feel somewhat of a connection. It's just we're social humans, right? So we like that. So I like to call that out because you want to address that market. And it doesn't, you can go deeper in, right? So like when we're running ads for like landscapers, what we say is like, hey, Miami homeowners, because we want to exclude renters. And the reason is like, especially on ads, we want to start excluding people. Like when Facebook sees people not looking at an ad, it will say, oh, these people are not good for this, so let's not show the ad there. So I want to exclude as many people as possible, right, without being overbearing.
Okay, what do we do? What's like the next piece of crafting the offer? Is it packaging well, I mean, I guess the way you kind of laid those out was the next piece is addressing a pain point.
Yeah, I want to figure out like why do people care about this? Like, is this even that important? Right? Like
Mhm.
shoveling snow is fine, but like the reason we did that one is like we threw backbreaking, right? Because it's backbreaking and then falling on your face because I mean, I don't like falling on my face. Like, do you have to like have like special boots and stuff like that? So like I don't want to deal with that. So that one, that's why I did the pain point there. The reason I didn't do it for the Scottsdale one is like you can
There's
get
not
your
really a
nails.
pain point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I decided to do like FOMO instead and like really emphasize on like something coming to town. Like everyone who is in Scottsdale knows that all restaurants, bars, like roads, everything's just gonna be horrible because you're getting like 30 to 60,000 people coming in, right? Probably more. I don't know. I know nothing about sports, so that sounds like a decent number. So it's just gonna be a lot busier, right? So
Mhm.
that's why we want to emphasize a specific pain point, which is in this time like an event coming up.
Okay. Then what comes after the pain point slash FOMO or whatever we're using really basically to say, hey, this is why you should care about what we're about to say next.
Yeah, because like then I just want to introduce the solution, or I just want to get straight to it because I'll have more copy like down the line, but I just want here's problem, here's solution, right? Um, so that's when I went straight into like, we're offering like a buy four get one free plus, de-icing your steps, right? Because I really want to just emphasize like we're gonna solve this for you, and then the bonus stack, which we were probably gonna ask you about, is I just really want to entice them like now's the best time, and even with that one, I think we said 20 people. So again, we're adding FOMO in there because we can't serve it, and most businesses need to realize like you can't serve anyone, and we should use that as a competitive advantage. Right? The fact is, like, if you can't solve anyone, call it out. Like currently at Boundless, we can only onboard one, maybe two clients a week. That's it. Like one thing that we're not doing that well is like we're not emphasizing that because we really take care of people. So it's like call it out, right? If you only have one truck in Justine's neighborhood, call it out. Like our one truck is 75% of the way full.
Yeah. So to add a bit of, I mean, like we were talking about earlier, like FOMO, just to say like, hey, get this deal while it's still available because it's not going to be available forever. Like we're doing this as a promotional thing to obviously get more business and hopefully that's enticing to you and that you understand like you can jump on this deal now or it will be gone forever.
Correct.
Okay. And what's the last piece of crafting this? And I mean, is this ultimately what we're crafting? Is this ultimately the offer or is this more just how do we introduce that
Yeah, it's
in
morphed into
copy?
introduction. Yeah, but like
Okay.
the off because like a lot of both of these just needed context before, right? So like, could this have been in one sentence or two sentences? Yes, which it kind of morphed into. We just again, it's so hard to like see something in like B2B. It's a lot simpler because you can come up with
Hmm.
these statements pretty quickly, but yeah, B2C it's a little different.
Can you give us a B2B example of
Yeah,
let's just say a law firm providing services for, your average small business?
yeah. I mean, like we help. That's too high of a niche, but like what a huge thing right now in like retail is like IP infringement or copyright infringement, right? It's like we help boutique like retailers protect and copyright their IP, their designs, whatever is important to them, uh, without like cookie cutter templates, without cookie cutter like work or I don't another pain point that they have. So in that case, like call it the niche, tell
Hmm.
them exactly like what you're gonna do for them, and then like tell them something that makes you better or sets you apart.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. How does somebody pick an offer? Like, should we be crafting like tons of them and then narrowing down? Like, should you really, really work through a single offer? How does that work?
Yeah, like for me, it's for B2B and B2C, it's a little different. So like I'm gonna keep the generic, like a little. Actually, I'll just go into like what I would do for B2C. I would use Groupon, and these type of websites that already have like a ton of offers created, and you can see if they're doing super super well. For B2B, like that's just a lot of testing, right? So you can use platforms like SpyFree or SEMrush to see like what your competitors are bidding on in regards to like keywords and phrases. You can use that as a basis, but yeah, B2B requires a lot of testing. But yeah, any other questions or anything that we want to go over with when it comes to like crafting an offer?
No, those are all the
Um,
questions I had. Just any
yeah,
closing advice?
I think that's it from me. The only thing is, I guess I would say, whatever it is you're trying to get somebody to do, make your call to action very clear. Make it very clear what you want that next step to be, and be careful not to add too many calls to action. You want one. You want, like, people don't operate in such a way that I can be like, just do this and then do that and then do this and then you can claim it. Like, no, no, no. You need to have it be like, do this one thing. It's going to be super simple. I've made it as easy as possible for you. This is your call to action, whether it's fill out this form or submit payment and you'll get it right away. Things like that. You want to make it as easy as possible for people to actually take advantage of these offers. Um, and I would just say, like, that's definitely a big piece, is just make sure your CTA is like, you have a single CTA and it's very clear and it's simple.
Absolutely. Yeah, the easier you can make it. Think about the Amazon like, 1 or 2 step purchasing process, right? That's how simple you want to keep things. So cool. Well, if you guys have any other questions or want to see a lot more of our content, actually 2 different call to actions, exactly what we say we should do. If you have any questions or comments, email me at nico@boundlessmedia.com. If you have a desire to learn more about niches, offers, like how to actually craft something that gets clicks and purchases and consults, go to all our social media. It's Get Boundless Media all over the place. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, our website, and soon probably tons more places. So thank you guys so much for listening. Have a phenomenal rest of your day, and we'll chat real soon. Peace.